Hey YouTube, what's going on? So in this video we're going to be going over the Windows 10 privacy issue that seems to be floating around with the whole thing of Windows 10 is spying on you. I'm going to show you how you can basically turn almost all that stuff off. By default, Windows won't let you turn some of it off. That's fine, there's other ways around it. I'm going to be using a product by Spybot called Anti-Beacon. This is probably one of the better ones out there. There's a bunch of free ones, but I found that a lot of the free ones were also injecting other spyware in there to create pop-ups, which kind of defeated the purpose. Now, if you've found one that does this that isn't loaded with any kind of spyware, freeware, crap like that, then feel free to share it in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get on with it. So here we are. As you can see, I have Windows 10. I just downloaded the ISO to Windows 10 Enterprise Evaluation. Good for 9 days, whatever, no big deal. Will work fine for what I need it for. I am running this in a virtual machine. So this is going to be basically the screen that you're going to come to once you hit your desktop. Now the first things first, let's go ahead and go into, well, first things first, we'll go ahead and we'll open up the browser. I didn't install any software. I just finished installing the OS. So we're going to go to, I believe, Safer. So you'll see as you start typing Safer-networking, you'll come up to this link right here. So we'll go ahead and make that full size. You'll go Products. Anti-Spybot Anti-Beacon, which will take you to this web page, which looks like this. Now you don't want to download the portable edition because when you click it, it will take you. Okay, so they have fixed it, so you can go ahead and download the portable edition, which I'm going to go ahead and do that since they have fixed it and updated it. So we'll go View Downloads, Open Folder. I'll close the browser, so we'll just drop that onto the desktop. And while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go talk about some of the settings. In the settings panel, you want to go here, or you can search Privacy, and you'll come up with this option. And now you're going to get this long list of stuff. Now this, you can disable things in here at your discretion, depending on what you want to use. So general, let apps use my advertising ID for experiences across apps. So we'll say no, turn that off. We're just going to turn all this stuff off. Location, well, people don't need to know my location. Camera, I don't want any of the built-in apps using my camera. Even if you turn this off and you install the Skype desktop version, that will still have access to it because you give it that permission. So, microphone, we'll shut that off. Now, I do believe this will mess with Cortana because now none of the built-in stuff can access your mic. Stop getting to know me because we don't want the system to get to know you. Account information. Let apps access my name, picture, and other account information. Well, no, they don't need to. And this one is basically free contacts if you use like a contacts app built into Windows, which I do believe there is one. This is saying these apps have permission to it. Well, I don't want that, so we'll shut that off. Calendar. Nope, we'll shut that off because I don't use any of the built-in apps anyways. So we'll just shut everything off. Email. If you use the built-in mail app, leave this on. But I don't. I use Microsoft Outlook anyways, so we'll go ahead and shut it off. Messaging, let apps read and send messages, text, or MMS. No. Now, what that is Windows does have like a phone companion, but the thing is, from what I've seen, correct me if I'm wrong, but it only works with Windows-based phones. So we'll shut this off because this is saying like if you have Bluetooth, anything like that in your machine, this has access to it. We don't want that. Other devices. Nope, shut it off. Don't want it syncing. Now, feedback frequency. Windows should ask for my feedback automatically. We'll say never. Because basically what this is asking, Microsoft is coming and asking you for feedback. Now, they're not throwing you any prompts or anything like that. They're just asking your operating system to send it to them, so you're never aware of it. So we'll say never to that, unless you, for whatever reason, want to send them feedback, which I really don't care if they get my feedback or not, so I shut it off. Send your device data to Microsoft. By default, it's going to be full, which is recommended. Switch it to basic because there's no physical option to switch that over to off, never, whatever. So basic, but we'll take care of that a little bit later. Now, background apps. These are basically going to be the apps that are running in the background, which if you don't use them, then they don't need to be running in the background. Now, if you're using a laptop, shutting those off, well, you're not going to get like a extra 20 minutes out of your battery, but it's just less power that's being drawn off your battery. So now that these are all shut off, we can close that. Okay, that's transferred. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to activate the portable version here. Install. So finish, and you can do whatever you want with the installer. So right here, you'll see the folder. You're going to want to click this icon. Now this does need to run at an administration level. So you're going to want to say yes to the prompt. So as you can see, the portable version is not working. So what we'll do is we'll go back. And you'll see the link here. We'll just go back to that link and we'll download the physical installer version. So we'll just go download installer. And you want version 1.5 or newer. So you can see it's done. We'll close that. Downloads. And you have the installer there, so we'll go ahead, take the time, get it installed. Now, one option that I recommend leave it on is stay protected. Refresh immunization after each system restart, because what happens is Microsoft now installs updates regardless of whether you want to or not. They just do it. And sometimes what will happen is some of those settings after certain updates are installed will be changed back to default. I don't know if this is Microsoft is doing this on purpose or not, but if you check refresh immunization after each restart, you will always be protected, and the settings you choose to apply with this software will always be applied after every restart to make sure they're there. So we'll go ahead, yep, blah blah blah, get it installed. While that's installing, we'll go and we'll look at some of the Windows Update settings. So blah blah blah, I haven't installed any of the updates. Yeah, it's telling me to activate the OS, but this is, oh no, Windows is activated, so we'll go update, advanced options. Choose how updates are installed automatically. What I recommend you doing, just so you have a little bit more control, is notify to schedule a restart. Now you can go ahead, you can also defer upgrades if you click learn more to find out what this means. You can go to, it'll take you basically to the page you just seen, which is just Bing.com. It only applies to Windows 10. So if you want, you can take a second, pause the video, and read that. But we're going to get on with the video. So basically you're fine here. Now if you just want to have it automatically restart, that's fine, that's your choice, it's your computer. But I'm going to close this. So we're going to go ahead and launch Spybot Anti-Beacon. Like I said, you do need to run it at the administration level, so you're going to want to say yes to the admin prompt. So we'll full screen that. So you'll see the only thing that this has affected is apps using advertising ID, etc. Everything else, so it says all blocked. And you have optional. And you can see here, like it says, do not immunize if you use Windows Mail. So I've done one of two blocked currently. So because I don't use any of these apps, we'll go ahead and do that. And you'll see telemetry hosts, extensive list. We'll go apply. And that will, what that's doing is it's going to your host files and adding a whole bunch of websites to it that are basically the links to where all the feedback and all this information is going from Microsoft. Now, this one is totally up to you, is Bing IPs. If you use Bing, don't block it. But we'll show you what happens if we do. We'll go blocked. And we'll pull up Internet Explorer. And we'll go ask me later. I don't use it. Go away. Bing.com. It can't go to it, so it takes you here. But if you go to say you go to the Microsoft Edge browser, go Bing.com, same thing. We can't reach this page. I'm just going to leave that unblocked because I do use Bing for any kind of imaging that I need for my videos or thumbnails, because it's a great source to get any sort of PNGs with transparent backgrounds, that sort of thing. OneDrive group policy. If you don't use OneDrive, go ahead and apply. I didn't do this on my main system because I do use OneDrive quite a bit. Cortana group policy because I don't use it. Web search group policy, that's fine. I'm going to leave it like that. You can go show me the details. And then what you're going to want to do here is go immunize. Take care of all that. So you'll see show options. So now what you want to do is go. Okay, so we're going to want to go CMD, right click, run as administrator, because we're going to have to do some work with services. So we'll just go to search, type in services to pull up the services page. So what we'll do is what we want to do is properties is right here. This is a service that needs to be deleted. Like disabling it's probably fine, but I have no intent ever re-enabling this. So what we can do is go SC delete, and then what you can do is copy the name from there, paste it there, delete service success, and you'll come over here, Windows was enabled query status for the remote connection because it's been deleted. So if you refresh, it's now gone. And there's another one down here that you have to find. And remove if it hasn't already been done. I'm not seeing it, so now that you've reviewed the service, go service. So now you'll see we just queried all the services, and it was right near the top. So you'll just scroll down. This is another way you can verify it if you prefer running from the command prompt. And you'll see it's gone. So what you've just done is what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at I'm going to pull up here quickly where the host files are on Windows 10. Just got to think here where they are. Because off the top of my head, I can't remember. So what we do is we'll go system root / system32 / drivers / etc / hosts. And we'll say we'll open with Notepad. So now that we've opened it, you'll come down here. and you'll see this list here. Start of entries inserted by Spybot Annie Beacon for Windows 10. These are all links to where Microsoft will send data that they pull from your system. Now, when Windows will try and send this data, because they'll try, but all you've basically done is you've blocked it. You didn't stop it, even though really you did, but you stopped it. They cannot send it, so they try and send something here. What's going to happen is it's going to try and send it to a non-existent place like 0.0.0.0. Now, what we can do is we can go... So for instance, I'll kind of show you how it works. So we'll go ping www. Let's see. So we'll go we'll say www.bing.com or bing.com. So now if we save the file, we'll go all files. Well, it won't let us, but basically now if you try and go to www.bing.com or bing.com, it'll send you to that IP address, which is, as you just seen, Facebook. So we'll go ahead and get out of this, don't save, blah blah blah. So what I've just shown you is a quick way to basically block Microsoft out from getting all this information that they want from your computer. This is probably the best program I found to do it. Because there's a lot of them out there that will come with what they call like spyware. So they'll inject something like Candy Shop in your computer, and what that will do is it'll inject all kinds of ads into your other applications, your web browsing, which you don't want. Now, if you have found something that will do exactly what Spybot Annie Beacon does, that's free, also free, that doesn't inject something like Candy Shop or any other garbage like that in your system, leave it in the comment section below. I'll take time, I'll check it out. And yeah, but always use what you want. Don't use this just because I recommended it, but if you want to, go ahead, more power to you. I can't stop you, it's your computer. I just find that it's not necessary to have all this information being sent to Microsoft. They don't need to know what you're doing on your computer, how you're doing it, and why. None of their business. If I want to go on Facebook, they don't need to know about it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked the video, you might like some of my other videos, so don't forget to hit the comment. Leave a comment if you liked the video. Or if you didn't, don't be an asshole about it, but leave a comment on how you think maybe I could have improved the video. As well as hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.